Good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me. My name is Emily Zeitler, and this is an Essential Oils 101 class. So we're going to be going over the 11 essential oils in the Young Living Premier Starter Kit. Just a little bit on how I got started off with using essential oils. I threw out my back in June of 2014, and my friend Kelly Allison brought me this oil, which we're going to be talking about tonight. It's called Panaway, and she gave it to me. And it really helped just alleviate the inflammation and the pain, the tension that I was feeling in my low back. And so that got me kind of thinking, hey, what else can essential oils do? Since that time, I have changed out products in my home. They're now non-chemical products, and I use them by making them with essential oils. I have a lot of DIY projects that I have done, a lot of gifts that I've given made with essential oils. And I used essential oils just to really help and aid in just promoting overall health and wellness of my body systems and my families. All right. So with that being said, before I get into the oils, I must tell you my disclaimer, and that is that I'm not a doctor. Okay, so I'm not here to diagnose, treat, or cure anyone. This video is strictly for informational purposes only, and I'm only talking about Young Living essential oils. So I want to make that quite clear that this is just Young Living. I'm not talking about any other brand. I'm not talking about any of the oils that are now starting to pop up and come out in the grocery stores, which I do not endorse and do not recommend purchasing. All right, so what is an essential oil? An essential oil is a very volatile and a very potent substance. It comes from the earth. Essential oils are derived from plants. They are then taken and the oil is extracted from them, okay? And then they go through a pretty thorough process of either steam distillation or cold press, depending upon the oils. And then from there, they're then processed and you receive them. All right, so what makes Young Living so great, and why am I so big on Young Living? They have a seed to seal process, okay? What that means is they own their own farms. There's no other company out there, no other essential oil company out there that owns their own farms, okay? So that's big. They're kind of in control of that. They harvest their crops, they hand pick, so they don't use any type of pesticides, any type of chemicals on them. And then from there, then they go through the steam distillation, the cold press process. They test them in their lab, and then they send them off to a third-party tester, which that's really big. And then from there, the oils are then sealed and then sent to you. So they are 100% therapeutic grade essential oils. There are no synthetics, there are no artificial anythings in them. They are 100%, like I said, therapeutic grade oil. So that's a big thing for me. The company has also been around 22 years. There's no other company like that. So I am a really big proponent of Young Living and knowing that their oils are just 100%. Okay, how do we use essential oils? There's 3 ways to use them. We can use them through direct inhalation, and I have here a diffuser which comes in the kit. You'd fill it up with water and then put an oil of your choice in the diffuser and then start diffusing. This diffuser runs for about 4 hours, okay? And it's a great way to just freshen your air. It's a great way to purify the air. It's a great way to also get the oils into your body. It takes 22 seconds for oils to cross over the blood-brain barrier, and then it takes another 3 minutes for them to be pushed down into all organs in your body. So that's really, aromatic is the fastest way to get oils in your body. You can also open up an oil, place a drop in your hand, rub your hands together, and just inhale. You can place it on a cotton ball. You can place it on a clothespin. I've seen that done before. Use it as kind of air fresheners. Okay, so those are all ways that you can use them aromatically. Oh, and also I'm wearing this. I have my diffusing necklace. Okay, so this is pretty cool here. You just pop this thing open, place your oil on the pad, and then you can actually wear your oils all throughout the day, okay? The next way you can use them is topically, okay? This is another favorite way, especially a favorite way of mine. It will list on the bottle if it can be used, like I said, aromatic topically, or if it is a dietary supplement and taken internally. But for topical use, you can mix it with a carrier oil, and I highly recommend doing so. So these carrier oils that I have here, these are only a couple. There's olive, coconut, and grapeseed. These are fatty oils, all right? So with the fatty oils, when they mix with the essential oil, that in essence drives the oil deeper into the skin All right, so it kind of gets into your body. All right, so these are oils that you want to mix if you're using them topically. The other reason to use an oil, a carrier oil, when you're applying topically is that sometimes you might have sensitive skin, especially in children, young kids that we're using oils on, even babies, which we can. You always want to use a carrier oil that just helps dilute the oil because, like I said, they are a very potent substance, okay? The next way that you can use, of course, like I said, is internally, okay? So the oils that you can use internally, it will list on the label that it is a dietary supplement. That means it can be ingested, all right? So you can place a drop in your food. I've made lime guacamole before with lime oil. I've placed lemon in my water. If you're going to be drinking an oil, such as the citrus oils, you always want to use a glass water bottle. And the reason for that is because plastic, the oil will pull from the plastic. So you don't want even more to be ingesting even more toxins right into your body. So you always want to use a glass bottle or glass containers when you're using your oil. The next way that you can use internally is using with a veggie capsule. Okay, so you would just pop this open, place your oils in here, place your carrier oil in here, and then just pop it and swallow. Okay, so that's another way that can be used. A couple of safety tips with using oils. You never want to place an oil in your eye or in your ear. If for some reason you do get an oil, say in your eye, maybe you're placing an oil on the forehead, on the temple. I know I use that for peppermint. Sometimes you do not want to dilute with water. You always want to dilute with either milk or another carrier oil. If you are to get an oil, say, in your eye, because it is going to burn, and if you use water, it's only going to make it worse, okay? So you don't want to do that. Citrus oils are photo sensitive, so what that means is if you're placing a citrus oil on your body and you go out in the sun for an extended period of time, you're going to come up with a bit of a rash, a bit of an area there, and it may be irritated. So if you're using it in a citrus oil, we're going to talk a little bit more about how you can use lemon in some beauty products, but if you're applying them to your face, your hands, don't go laying out in the pool for several hours. You want to make sure that that area is covered up. Always, always, always read your labels, okay? Can't stress that enough. And the last kind of safety tip is if you are taking any type of medication, always, of course, consult your physician before you begin using essential oils, just to kind of get the okay on that. All right, so the first oil we're going to talk about tonight is lavender, okay? So this is a very common one. I'm sure you've all heard of lavender oil. We call this kind of the Swiss Army knife of oils. Lavender can be used to help just promote and aid in sleep. I have it in my diffuser right now, diffusing to just kind of help calm me down. It's the evening, you know. I use that a lot for just kind of calming and relaxing, okay? So like I said, it helps promote with sleep. You can also diffuse it or put it in your bath water. I know some folks who put it in some Epsom salts in their bath, and it just really kind of helps relax them. It's also great for helping to support the skin, okay? So if you are outside in the sun, maybe you have a little bit of a sunburn, lavender oil can really help with that. If you have any type of skin irritation, be it a bug bite, be it just any kind of, if you have a cut on your hand, you can always place a little bit of lavender oil on that, and it can really help with that healing process, okay? So my husband recently cut his finger pretty deep, and we used some lavender oil and also some frankincense, which we'll talk about as well later on in the evening, and that really helped heal his cut. Within about 2 or 3 days, he was back to normal. So it really just helps and aids in that process. All right. The next oil we're going to talk about is peppermint. Okay. I love my peppermint. Peppermint is really big with aiding in digestion. Okay. So if you have maybe an upset stomach, peppermint can help with that. Can just help kind of keep things going, keep the bowels going, and also it supports healthy gut function, okay? Peppermint's great if you maybe have some pressure in the head. You can place a little bit of peppermint on the temples behind the neck, and it can really help with relieving that pressure. The other great thing about peppermint too is it really can help aid in sports performance. Okay, there's a lot of articles out there on the internet. I'm not making this up, folks. A lot of things out there that you can find that show that athletes who maybe inhale peppermint, or maybe they're wearing peppermint while they work out, it can really help just in aiding in athletic performance. And I can really attest to that because I have done that before, and I really do feel like I get just a more invigorating workout when I apply the peppermint or when I inhale the peppermint before working out. Peppermint's also great if you're trying to stay awake, okay? So it can help with just mental clarity. You just sniff a little bit of peppermint, and you'd be amazed how just kind of perked up it can make you feel, okay? Next is lemon, okay? This is a mom oil. I kind of have named this a mom oil. If you're a mom, this is an absolute must, okay? This oil has D-limonene in it. You can take this oil internally, okay? So you can place it in your water, in your tea, whatever. And it can really help with just the detoxification process, all right? So lemon is really good for that, and it's really good around the house, okay? So it can take off sticky residue. It can take gum out of hair. It can take permanent marker off my counter. And I'm really impressed just by that. So that's why I kind of call this a mom oil. You can also place this in your skincare products. It also helps just with maintaining healthy skin. It can also be a wrinkle reducer. So it's kind of like an all-in-one. You can also clean with this. You can pop this in your cleaner, and using Thieves Cleaner, which we talk about a little bit later on, but you can use it for cleaning purposes as well. All right. Next we have is Stress Away. Okay, this is a go-to oil for me. A lot of times I'm a mom, I work. A lot of times I feel very overwhelmed. Okay, this is a great oil. This is a blend. Okay, so this is the first blend we're going to talk about tonight. In this blend is cocoa, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, aku tea, lavender, and coconut oil. All right, so this oil sounds just exactly like what it is. Place it in your diffuser, place it in a necklace, place it on your wrist, on your neck. It can really just help calm you down, relax you, taking and melting that stress away. All right, next is RC. This is a great oil this time of year. This video is being done in February, and this is just an absolute go-to and a must oil. It's another blend, and in this blend is cypress, spruce, eucalyptus, globulus radiatus, and citradona. Okay, so it helps support the respiratory system. So placing this oil on your chest, if you if you have a cold, if you're not feeling good, a lot of bugs going around this time of year, this is a great oil. Just help support the respiratory system and help kind of break a lot of that gunk up and get you feeling better just a little bit faster. Okay. It is also good for if you have possibly oily skin. So I know a lot, some folks, I'm kind of past the age of acne, but I do know a few who have used this on oily skin and say that it really can help with that. Okay, the next one is Panaway. Okay, this is a favorite of mine. This is the one that I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I talked about that was kind of my gateway into using essential oils. This oil is another blend. It is wintergreen, helichrysum, clove, and peppermint. Okay, and it doesn't smell like those nasty other creams out there, or some of the sports creams that you might use or something like that if you're feeling or experiencing any kind of pain and discomfort in your muscles, sore muscles, tired muscles, achy muscles. This is a must oil for that. If you're a runner, this is an absolute must. If you're an athlete of any kind, if you're suffering from any type of illness where you're feeling old, you're feeling run down, this is a great oil for that. My father-in-law is a marathon runner. He uses this oil. My own father has had knee surgery before. He uses this on his knee. I use it on my low back. It's great. Mix it with a little bit of coconut oil and copaiba, which we're going to talk about as our next oil, and you are really you're really good to go. Now, the one thing I do want to say about this oil, because it does have wintergreen in it, it does have a childproof cap, and any of the oils that you purchase from Young Living that you cannot ingest or should not be around small children will have this cap on it. It's a larger cap than from your other bottle, which you can see here, and you also have to press down press down and pop to be able to open the bottle. Okay, so that's good. That's good to know there that you know, they're looking out for your safety, but just be aware of that. So that leads us to copaiba. Okay, so copaiba is another. It's a great oil. It's more or less a magnifier type oil. Okay, so what that means is whatever oil you mix it with, it's only going to magnify the properties of that oil, and that's why I say place a drop of this in with your Panaway, and it just magnifies it and just really helps with that process. Okay, so in here, it just in copaiba, it's got a very woodsy type smell to it. Also, it can help aid with the body's digestion. So this is another one that you could possibly take internally. It's found in many Native American recipes that are out there. They used this long time ago. All right. The next one is purification. All right. So this is a blend, and in this blend is citronella, lemongrass, lavender, rosemary, tea tree oil, and myrtle. Okay. Purification, like I said, is going to purify the room. This is a great kind of air freshener. Air fresheners, a lot of air fresheners, the candles that are out there on the market have a lot of toxins in it. I can't tell you. I have gotten rid of all of my candles, all of, you know, all that kind of stuff that's just really, it's bad for you, you know. So we place the purification in the diffuser. I've placed it in my kind of makeshift diffusers with the clothespins. You can place it, like I said, on a cotton ball, put it in your trash cans, put it in your air vents to make your house smell really good. This is also a great oil, moms out there, take note, to use in bug deterrent spray. Okay, so I'm a mom. I don't want my son having DEET on him. There's so many chemicals in those bug sprays that are out there. This is a great all-natural just alternative to use on your kids. Okay, so there's a lot of cool recipes that you can use out there using this oil. All right, the next one I'm going to talk about is frankincense. This is one of the oldest oils. This is an oil of the Bible. Back in the day, if you had frankincense, it was worth more than gold. Okay, so frankincense has been around for many years. It is used primarily to help in with the skin, of course. Like I said, it's an aid for the skin. This is also a great oil just to help calm you down. Okay, so it's a very grounding oil. I've had a lot of people in the yoga community say that they use this oil for meditation and just to kind of center themselves and just really to chill out. Okay, so this is a great oil to use for that. The next one is Digees. Okay, so Digees is a blend, and I'm going to read this. It's ginger, anise, fennel, peppermint, tarragon, lemongrass, patchouli, and juniper. Okay, this oil supports healthy bowel function. Okay, so if you are experiencing any type of tummy upset, maybe you're running to the bathroom, maybe you're not. Maybe you've just eaten some really, crazy food, crazy combinations. This is the one that we really highly suggest if you're doing any type of traveling, which I know summer's just around the corner, and that's crazy to think that, but it is. We've got another big holiday coming up, spring break and Easter and whatnot. So if you're going to be traveling, this is really a must, because you're not going to be on your regular schedule. You're probably not going to be eating the greatest. This is a great oil. Again, this one you can take internally. You can also apply topically, and it can just really help settle the tummy. All right, and the last one we're going to talk about is my favorite. Okay, and it's Thieves. All right, so this is a blend. We have clove, eucalyptus, cinnamon bark, rosemary, and lemon in this blend. All right, this is an immune boosting blend. All right, I do not go out without this oil on. Okay, I roll this oil on my son every day. I roll it on myself every day. I use some hand sanitizer with it. I use soap with it in it, okay? And I have not been sick all year, okay? So this is just a fabulous oil. The blend, the combination of the blends together just really helps in promoting and aiding the immune system and helps boosting the immune system up, okay? So I can't say enough about Thieves. You can also use Thieves. Young Living has a whole Thieves line of products, which we won't be talking about in this video, but they have a whole line of cleaning products and non-toxic at-home products for you to use. So that'll be for a later video. So I've gone through all of the oils that are in the kit. The next thing that I do want to talk about to you is the Ninja Red, okay? So this is a drink. I take it every morning. You only need to take 1 to 2 ounces. It's a juice, and it is an antioxidant drink, okay? So it is made with different oils and also wolfberries. Wolfberries are the absolute highest antioxidant that is out there on the market, okay? This drink really, I mean, it gives you a lot of energy, or can give you a lot of energy in the morning, okay? But it's not like your sodas or your energy drinks where you're going to be high as a kite and then you crash down. If anything, this curbs sugar cravings and can help stabilize blood sugar. So a lot of great things in this drink. I'm currently doing a 30-day challenge with this drink where we're drinking it every morning and kind of talking about it and whatnot during the month. So I'm really excited about it. So you get these 2 sample packets. I have the bigger bottle. You can purchase it in the bigger bottle, but you're going to get the 2 sample packets in your kit. You want to immediately place these in the fridge once you get your kit. And then drink them, okay? Of course, drink them. Let me know how they are. Let me know what you think. It's a really good, it's a juice, and it's just a really good drink. It's a really great way to kind of just start off your morning. And like I said, you only need 1 to 2 ounces to get and receive the full benefits of the drink, all right? Also in the kit, you're going to get this roller ball attachment here, so you can turn one of your bottles into a roller ball, okay? A roller ball bottle, I should say. So it's very easy and kind of on the go. You can just roll it on whatever part of your body that you might need it. So it's kind of cool there. You can also buy additional ones through Young Living. And you're also going to get these sample bottles, okay? So giving to friends, okay? Sharing is caring. That's what we like to say. So give those samples to friends when they start asking about it. And then, of course, you get a couple of samples here. These samples have about 6 drops in each of them, and you're going to receive 10 of them in the kit. So this is the starter kit, okay? Right now it is on sale. The February promo, we're doing a Falling in Love with Essential Oils promo, and so it is $144, okay? That is an absolute bargain because you're going to get your diffuser, which usually runs between like $60 and $80, okay? And then you're going to get 11 of these oils, okay? Frankincense oil alone by itself costs over $70, okay? So you are getting an absolute deal, plus your Ninja here, plus your samples, okay? So you're going to also get a welcome packet and a welcome book in addition to the kit. So it's a really, really good deal, okay? And then the last thing I do want to talk about with you before we leave this evening is Young Living's Essential Rewards program, okay? This is Young Living's auto ship program. So once you get your kit, you're kind of like, okay, well now what do I do? Once I use the oils in the kit, hey, where am I going to go from here, okay? Well, from there, you can join our Essential Reward program. Okay, this is the only program, this is the only company I know that gives you back such a large percentage of what you already purchased to purchase more products. Okay, so once you join this program, you can spend, you have to spend a minimum of $50 a month. Okay, 50 personal volume. And you, of course, you can spend more than that, which I do every month, but you can spend $50 a month, okay, and then starting from months 1 through 6, you get 5%, excuse me, you get 10% back, I'm sorry, 10% back. Months 7 through 12, you get 15, and after that, every month after that, so after you've been with the company a year, you're getting 20% back on your purchases, okay, to use towards more products. So, I mean, I have a credit card now that gives me 3% back on groceries, gives me 5% back, I think, on gas, something like that. You know, but nothing like, you know, 10, 15, and 20%, okay? So this is a really great program. It's a really great way to get free oils, okay? And who doesn't want that, okay? So if you're ready to sign up, please let me know. My link will be down in the comment section. And of course, I encourage any type of questions that you may have, please send them my way. You can message me, of course, via Facebook, or my email at emily31485@hotmail.com. So thank you so much for joining me for this intro class, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great evening.